So after months of rumors, it has finally been confirmed. The ROG Ally Xbox X. Wait, what's it called again? So this has been rumored for months. It's called the ROG Xbox Ally X. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, so I always have to kind of like look it up again to see what it's called. But it's finally here. It is based off Asus. It is a Windows PC handheld. And let's look into this article released by Microsoft. So this is on Microsoft's website. I'm not going to read the entire thing because it's a little bit long, but I'm just going to kind of skim through it and talk about the most important parts, the things that interested me. So the ROG Xbox Ally handhelds revealed. Experience Clear Obscure Expedition 33, Gears of War Reloaded, and more wherever you go. And just by looking at this, it kind of reminds me of the PlayStation Portal. Except everything is in there. It's not just a streaming device. You can download your games. You can play this anywhere, whether or not you have an internet connection. And it's Xbox based, but it's also Windows based PC. So even though the trailer mostly showed that you can play your Xbox Game Pass there, and any game on the Xbox app and all your games on the Xbox app, since it's a Windows based PC, I'm sure you could play like Steam games and EA games and Ubisoft games and Epic games and so on. If you click on the Xbox logo, the Xbox button, it is really cool, and I love this about this handheld, is that it kind of minimizes everything. And then you could choose whatever app you were on. It minimizes all the apps. So it really simplifies everything and puts it in kind of like a handheld experience, kind of similar like the Steam Deck, except the Steam Deck is Linux based. I'm just really curious about how seamless it'll be. Even though it says it's going to be seamless, but we'll see when we actually get it into our hand. Everything is going to be native. It's not. You can do a cloud or remotely, but you can't do it. But you can do it natively and download all your games to this device, which, in my opinion, is the main thing. Playing around here is a look at the. It looks very similar. If you use the Xbox app, it looks very similar to that app. It's very simplified. You can play the games that you bought, or you can play Game Pass games, which is a big, how would I call it? Which is a big missing feature in the Steam Deck. As far as I know, I don't think you can play Xbox Game Pass games on there. You can only do it the cloud streaming way. But so this is a big deal. But I'm sure any Windows-based handheld device could play Xbox Game Pass games. It's just that this is making it much more simplified, which I think a lot of people are going to love. I think a lot of people are going to really be into, because the thing with a lot of Windows-based handhelds is essentially a laptop in your hands. But this is going to just make everything very simple. As you can see, the app, what games, there's going to be two different choices: the ROG Xbox Ally or the ROG Xbox Ally X. What is the difference? Well, let's see. What is the difference? Is it just RAM and storage? Okay, so here are the specs. Windows 11 in both. Okay, this looks like there's a little bit different. Complete with enhanced impulse trigger. Okay, so this doesn't have the impulse triggers. It's not stating that. But other than that, I think it's all the same thing. This is Hall effect analog triggers. Well, this is impulse analog triggers. That is one of the difference. Okay, so this has the similar processor, except this one on the Ally X has an AI one. If it's anything like DLSS, is that it basically uses AI to make games run better, make games make games look better. So it's really cool, that AI technology, and sounds like the ROG Xbox Ally X is going to have that, while the cheaper version is not. This has 16 gigabytes RAM, 24 gigabytes RAM. The storage, almost double the storage. Display, so it's going to be the same display as it's going to have a 7-inch screen, IPS, not OLED. I know some people are saying, oh, deal breaker. I'm just kidding. 120 hertz refresh rate, FreeSync Premium. So this is going to be a really nice screen. Wi-Fi. Okay, so I really want to compare this to the one that's currently available, the ROG Ally X. So I was kind of looking at these two, and seems like from my understanding, the only difference between the ROG Ally X and the ROG Xbox Ally X is that the processor is stronger in the ROG Ally Xbox Ally X. This has, where's the processor again? It looks like they have the same screen. They both have LED. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so this has the AMD Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme. This has the AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme. So it seems like, for the most part, even the more affordable model will be more powerful, at least in terms of processor, than the ROG Ally X. The ROG Ally X does have more gigabytes than the cheaper version of the ROG Xbox Ally. Okay, here's my opinion on this. This is not meant to compete with the Nintendo Switch 2. There's a reason why Microsoft is still making games for the Switch 2 and why they're so excited about the Switch 2. This is not meant to compete on this. This is meant for the ultimate hardcore PC gamer who wants a more simplified and handheld experience. Maybe kind of giving people the best of both worlds in the Switch 2 and the PC gaming handheld. I really hope so, if that's what they're trying to do. Because, one of my favorite parts about the Switch 2, and I'm actually going to say this really is my favorite aspect of the Switch 2, is I could just turn this on right now and then just get into a game just like that. In just like a few seconds, I could get back into the game that I was playing without having to restart it like that. The Steam Deck, from my experience, is very inconsistent with that. If this ROG Xbox Ally X can be as simple and fast and seamless like the Switch 2 is and the original Switch, that's a big winner. And I may consider getting this just because of that. If it really is that seamless and that fast. From my experience on Steam Deck, is sometimes it works out good, but sometimes when I restart the game, it becomes the frame rate is a bit off. And I don't think that's Steam's fault or Valve's fault. I think that's just because it's not Nintendo Switch. It is more of a PC handheld, even though this is more of a PC handheld as well. But what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, pricing. So the ROG Ally, I'm getting really confused myself. The ROG Ally X was just raised in price last week. It was $799. Now it's $899. With this being more expensive, this could be more than that. Maybe it's going to be $950, maybe $1,000, maybe more than that. I do not think it is going to be cheaper with this being more powerful than the ROG Ally X. I'd be shocked. Asus and Microsoft are working together with this, but Asus also doesn't want their own product to look bad. So my guess is this is going to be at the very least $899. Maybe the cheaper version will be like $799. But yeah, the more expensive one will probably be $899, maybe even more than that. But we shall see. But overall, I think there is a market for this. It obviously will not sell as much as the Switch 2 or even as much as the Steam Deck, and does not have to sell that much. Because this is just meant for people who want, in a way, PC gaming on the go. This is meant for PC gamers who want that console experience and maybe the best of both worlds of PC gaming and the Nintendo Switch convenience. But we'll see if they can pull that off. I really hope they can, because I really wanted a handheld device that is powerful like a PC and has that PC game where it could do Steam games, Xbox Game Pass, streaming, emulators, and all that stuff with the convenience factor of this. So we'll see if they can pull this off, and I'm rooting for them. I'm going to keep my eye on that. There's a reason why, though, that they didn't announce the pricing. They want everybody to, all the good PR right now, and then they're going to announce the pricing for $1,000. But I don't know if it's going to be that much, but it's not going to be cheap. And this will be this will be a very niche product for a very, very select group of people. And I guarantee it that some people, when they hear the price, they're going to be turned off with it. But it wasn't even meant for them in the first place. That's the truth. It was meant for anyone who loves this PC handheld gaming and wants that simple and seamless console experience. But we'll see. So far, I'm curious. I'm intrigued. And I definitely got my eye on this. It's slated to come out later on this year, this holiday season. And they're going to keep us updated. And I'll keep you guys updated as well as more information comes on. But what do you think of this? What do you think of the Xbox ROG Xbox Ally X? Are you interested in this? Are you going to get this? Are you sold? Are you waiting for more information? Leave your comments in the comment section below. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and the subscribe to see more videos just like this one. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I'll talk to you next time. Okay, bye everybody.